Every time we win a game with Newcastle United, we get to steal a player from our opponents. Starting with this first match against Aston Villa, can we defeat them? And no, we can't. We only draw, but if we did win, we would be able to steal any of their players. And that's basically how this will work. We will have to win the Premier League, or perhaps the Champions League, by the end of the second season. But the only way we can improve our team is by stealing players from the teams we defeat. So that could be difficult, but difficult has never stopped me. So I think it's very possible. But as you can see, we still have 2 more matches before the summer transfer window closes. So let's see if we can get a win before that. Our next match is against Liverpool, a very big match. This would be an incredible win for us if we do actually manage to win this. But never mind, actually. We get defeated by them. Now the final match of the month is against Leeds United. Surely we can actually defeat them, and yes, we do win. That's better than nothing. Now Leeds United don't have that many good options to pick from, so I will just go with their midfielder stack. So that's the first player we've actually stolen from the team. So he won't be playing in our starting 11, but he will fit nicely into the bench. But if we want to complete this challenge, we will need a lot bigger wins against a lot bigger clubs. And September seems to be offering a lot of big matches here, so there's opportunity. But first, it seems like we have to face Wolves, not a team I care about that much. But damn, we can't even win over them. That's genuinely crazy. I did not expect that. But now for a match in the Champions League, PSG. This would be a huge win if we do get this. So let's see. Oh my god, I don't believe it. We've genuinely just defeated PSG. But okay, let's wait with the steals until the end of the month, because for now we have a match against Bournemouth and we also defeat them now. Can we continue our winning streak with a win against Liverpool also? No, we sadly can't. We just can't defeat them. But then what about Arsenal? Because this would also be a huge win for us. And I don't believe it. We've also defeated Arsenal. Bro, we're about to build an incredible team. But the last match of the month is against PSV. Can we defeat them? No, we get a draw with them. But we still ended the month with a win against PSG, Bournemouth, and also Arsenal. Incredible. Now, who do I even take from PSG? I could go with the best right back in the game, Hakimi, or maybe even Marquinhos as a strong center-back option, or Vitinha for the midfield, but I think the only right choice here is actually Ousmane Dembele. So from PSG, I'm taking Dembele. Now Bournemouth is another team with not that many great options either, but they do have Pavlovic in their team, so that's actually who I'll be taking from them. And then Arsenal Gyökeres wouldn't make sense now. Saka could be a really good option. Declan Rice is actually also incredible. Or Gabriel for the defense, or maybe I should lock in a goalkeeper and get Raya. This is a tough decision between all of them, but I think I'll go with Gabriel, because he's literally one of the best center backs in the game. Maybe that was a mistake, but let's hope it wasn't. And yeah, these players won't be joining us until January since the transfer window is closed. Anyways, we're now in October, which seems to have 4 matches for us, so let's quickly fire through them. First, we're facing Nottingham Forest, and we do defeat them. That's a great start. Now for Brighton, can we also win here? No, we actually can't. We only draw. Leverkusen is the biggest match of this month, so it could be good with a win here. And let's go. That's what I like to see. Another big win for us, and then we end the month with a win against Fulham as well. So that's 3 wins for this month. Very good, actually. Nottingham Forest, Leverkusen, and Fulham. So from Forest, I will be taking their center-back Milenkovic. From Leverkusen, I'm taking Palacios for the midfield. And from Fulham, I'll be stealing their left-back Robinson. Now we've reached November. A lot of matches this month. And a quick update on the table. We're actually in 3rd place. This is incredible. But we have also played an extra game. Anyways, November looks like it's going to be intense. So let's just get it started with the first match, which is against West Ham. And we start off with a win. That's good. We then even defeated Marseille in the Champions League, but then we only drew with Brentford right after. But now we're facing Manchester City. This will be the biggest match of this month, so we really need a big win here. Can we get it? No, we sadly cannot, but it would have been huge if we did. And then we draw with Athletic Bilbao, but we end the month with a win against Everton. So West Ham, Marseille, and Everton are what we get to steal from. From West Ham, I'll just be taking their best player, Lucas Paqueta. And from Marseille, this might be a bit controversial, but I'll be taking Mason Greenwood. And lastly, from Everton, I will be stealing Ilman Ndiaye. We're now in December, the final month before all our signings arrive. Let's see if we can get a few more big wins before that. First is Tottenham, which should be an easy win for us. Never mind, actually. We draw with them. We do actually win over Burnley, but we can't defeat Benfica, only draw. We do destroy Sunderland. But now, we're facing Chelsea, our biggest match of December. We need a win here, and of course we get the win, like we always do in big matches. And then we even beat Manchester United. We're actually incredible. But we ended the month with a loss against Burnley. That's crazy. But we did still get a win against them earlier in the month. We also defeated Sunderland, Chelsea, and Manchester United. So from Burnley, I'll be taking their midfielder Florentino. From Sunderland, it's obviously going to have to be Xhaka. From Chelsea, I'm stealing Cole Palmer. And the player I'll be stealing from Manchester United will of course be Bruno Fernandes. We're now officially in January, halfway through the first season. And a quick update on the table, we're currently in 4th place. That's very good for our first season. And we're also 4th in the Champions League as well. That's just incredible. But take a look at this damn team. Bro, what the hell have we managed to already build? This is absolutely incredible. And we haven't even finished the first season yet, only halfway through. If we don't complete this challenge, then I'll be shocked. But we definitely need a better goalkeeper and some stronger fullbacks. But we have a lot of matches here in January to hopefully do that. So let's just start it off with Crystal Palace. Can we start off with a win? And of course we can, with our amazing team. And then, obviously, we also defeated Leeds United and even Bournemouth in the FA Cup. But oh my days. We lose to Wolves. Wolves have won a game. I don't believe my eyes. Anyways, we then also defeat Union St. Gilloise and even win over Aston Villa. But now we're facing Barcelona. A very, very huge match. And this could be a very good win if we do win this match. So, can we win? Nope, never mind actually, we only draw with them. But the final match of the month is against Liverpool. Also could be a huge win. We've already lost to them twice in this video so far, and now it's 3 times. Damn, we really just can't win over Liverpool. Anyways, we do get a win against Crystal Palace, Leeds United, Bournemouth, St. Gilloise, and Aston Villa. From Crystal Palace, I'm taking Munoz for right back. From Leeds United, I won't be taking any of their players because they just don't have any players that will help us. And neither does Bournemouth actually. So I'm not taking any of their players either. And it's the same with Union St. Gilloise. But from Aston Villa, I'm obviously going to take their keeper, Emi Martinez. So 2 small signings that have actually improved the team even more. But we're now in February, so the transfer window is closed again. From now on, we'll only simulate the big matches which we can use their players. So from this month, it'll be Tottenham and Manchester City. So let's start with Tottenham. Can we get a win against them this time? No, we only draw with them. Okay, what about Manchester City then? We couldn't defeat them the last time, and we also can't defeat them this time. So pretty much no big success this month. But March has Manchester United, PSG 2 times, and then also Chelsea. So a very big opportunity this month. But first, we're facing Manchester United, and we have managed to win over them. What a great start. Now the first leg is against PSG in the Champions League, and damn, this time they won it 1-0. But before we play the second leg of that, we will have to face Chelsea. And Chelsea also beats us. This is not looking good. We need a comeback against PSG here in this second leg. Can we get it? And now we lose it 3-2. That's just unlucky. But at least we did get a win against Manchester United though. And this time from United, I'll be taking Brian Mbeumo. We're now in April. Only one match looks interesting here, and that's of course Arsenal. Never mind actually. The Arsenal match disappeared, but instead we're getting Manchester City in the FA Cup, which is also a very huge match. We've drawn to Man City twice in this video. Is our third try our lucky try? And let's go. We've finally managed to defeat Man City. It only had to take us 3 tries, but we've done it. And from Manchester City, I just have to take Donnarumma, because he's the best keeper in the game. Anyways, we're now in May, the final month, and here is our Arsenal match, which is also the only interesting match of this month. So let's see if we can defeat them. Can we end the season on one final big win? No, we get absolutely destroyed by them, but still we've reached the end of the first season, and we ended it in 4th place, which is not bad. But we need to win the Premier League or Champions League in this second season now, and our 2 steals of Donnarumma and Mbeumo have arrived to further improve our team. This is just an incredible and beautiful team already, but it's not done here, because we still have until January to improve this team. So let's just make it as strong as possible, so we guarantee that Premier League title. First, we have 2 big matches here in August, and that's of course City and Arsenal. Now, we've recently just managed to defeat Manchester City, so can we do it again? And yes, we have indeed, on penalties, but it still counts. Now what about Arsenal? We've only won against them once, and this will not be our second win against them. We lose yet again to them, but we still did manage to defeat Man City, and I will be taking Josko Gvardiol so we can improve our defense even more, and that already makes our team look so much better. But September actually doesn't seem to have any big matches for us, so we will just skip this month, but October seems to maybe have a few. Benfica could be interesting, and Chelsea is obviously a big match, but let's start with Benfica. And oh yeah, I don't know why we're in the Europa League even though we got top 4. Anyways, we absolutely destroy Benfica 3-0, but Chelsea here is the real big match. This is the one I really want to win, and of course we don't win the match I really want to win, but we did beat Benfica, so let's see if they have anything worth stealing. They do have 85 Koku, which I guess could be useful for our bench, so I will be taking him. But we're now in November. The 2 matches I'm looking at are Tottenham and Manchester United. Let's start with Tottenham. Surprisingly, this is the only big club we haven't been able to beat this whole video, and damn, what's up with Tottenham? Why can't we defeat them? It's another draw against them. Okay, but come on, let's at least win over Manchester Manchester United. And we do, 4-2 as well. This is the third time we win over them, and for the third player, I will actually be taking Rafael Leão, who's for some reason here at United. We're now in December, a lot of matches, but I'm specifically looking at 3, Liverpool, Manchester City, and Aston Villa. But Porto could also have a few underrated players, so let's simulate all those 4 matches. First is Liverpool. This is another team we haven't been able to beat in this video. So can that change now? Nope, we lost 3-2. Okay, but what about Porto? Surely we win here. And of course we do, but only barely. Manchester City is up now. This is a really needed win for us, and we do win. For the third time in this video, we beat them. And lastly, for this month, it's Aston Villa, and it's yet another win. So let's see if Porto has something to offer. And then also steal from Man City and Villa. Porto does have this Samu guy, which could be a good bench option. And from Manchester City this time, I will just be taking Holland. And from Aston Villa, I will be stealing Rodgers. So we've now reached January, the halfway point. We're currently in third place, but only 4 points behind Liverpool, who's in first. So this challenge is still very possible. But let's just quickly take a look at our team. And we've had a formation change, but our team looks incredible. This is definitely a team worthy of winning the Premier League. The only thing we really need is better fullbacks, but it's not even like our current fullbacks are bad. But anyways, in this final month of January, there seems to be only one good match, and that's Manchester United. So let's just see if we can defeat them, and of course we can, because our team is genuinely too strong. So the final player I'm taking from United will just be Matheus Cunha, because that's the only good player that they have left. So he's the final player joining this team, which means this will be our final team, the team that has to win us the Premier League. I will be shocked if we don't do it, but there's only one way to find out, and that's by simulating the rest of the season to see. So we're at the end of the season now, but before I show you the results, are you really telling me you still haven't subscribed? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror? Never mind actually, just subscribe, man. But let's just see how we did. And oh my god, we got second. Really? 3 points behind Liverpool. So we have failed yet again. That's just unlucky. We were so close though.